It's time for the Avali 110 and MINIGP 110 riders to come out onto the course. Leon Simpson and Caden Herring front row the starting grid. Ella Mosgrove and Thomas Med are on the second from Cody Brennan and Carter Spinks. Then Austin Dilks and Sam Whitaker. To round out the top 10, we have Matthew Jennings and Dylan Cook ahead of CJ Maguire and William Dickinson. JJ Manchester, Seth Hayward, Rex Armand, Dan Tanton and Charlie Forrester will round out the field. Leon Simpson may be in pole position, but Caden Herring was the fastest rider in the warm-up this morning, so he's definitely got a good chance to move his way further forward. But in these greasy and treacherous conditions here at Three Sisters, we know how competitive the Avali 110s can be, so anything is still possible. The grid is being cleared, and what can Ella Mosgrove do from a very spirited third position on the grid? Definitely a big chance to go for the victory for her. In terms of lap times, she's still about half a second or so away from the front row pair, but there's genuine opportunity now for the riders to make good. So into the Avali 110 class we go, and Avante! Forward we go. The riders from age 10 will now get their way through that first hairpin. Is everybody going to get through cleanly? Looks like it. And no worries at all at the moment for Leon Simpson, who blasts out of the blocks and is certainly looking pretty comfortable at the moment in front of Caden Herring and Ella Mosgrove. No dramas so far. That's Thomas Med trying to attack. Ella Mosgrove on the white and red machine in third position. Very good work so far though from Ella. No hiccups on the start and settling into a neat rhythm. That's all you can do on the first lap of a race like this when the track is still drying out from the earlier rain. You've just got to take advantage of what the circuit gives you. So at the moment, Mosgrove still runs third. Thomas Med under increasing pressure now from Cody Brennan as they go up over the top of the brow. And it looks pretty interesting up to the inside line. Will there be a dive on the inside line? There is from Cody Brennan. What a character! Charging through on the first lap. Not waiting around, get on with it. And through he goes into that fourth position mark. Excellent work then from the 79. That is Cody Brennan ahead of Thomas Med now. Whitaker P6, then Spinks, Jennings, Hayward and Dylan Cook. A very solid start. You do tend to get fewer shenanigans on the first lap in the Avali 110s because the riders just want to get through that first lap without drama. They want to tick off these laps one by one. Once they're comfortable, once they're settled into the ride and they can feel the instincts starting to kick back in, they understand a little bit more about what the track is doing, then they'll start getting more aggressive. Then they'll start going for those big, bold moves. Mind you, Cody Brennan, one of the only riders in the field, deciding not to wait around for it. So a good start so far then for Cody Brennan. It's Simpson, Herring, Mosgrove, then Brennan, Med, Whitaker, Spinks, Jennings, Hayward and Dylan Cook. Good start so far from Austin Dilks as well. He's worked his way up to 14th, so he's already made up 2 places from the start as Brennan now attacks Ella Mosgrove. That's for third position. So Cody Brennan clearly very comfortable in these variable conditions, certainly not waiting around and eager to put his fellow riders under pressure. Ella Mosgrove, this is a character building opportunity for her to showcase her skills. Third position, holding on ahead of Cody Brennan as we watch Thomas Med and Sam Whitaker go to blows in 5th and 6th. Keeping it tidy. Working their way up towards Luna. In 7th, that's Carter Spinks on the 296. But out in front, it's Simpson and Herring. It is the double act, once again putting on the show. And they really are putting on a storm here as both riders getting close to each other. Caden Herring, a 102.9 on that last lap, trying to make the bid as they almost go side by side down Coward Summit. But Leon Simpson does hold the lead still to Caden Herring. Ella Mosgrove being brave here as she holds on from Cody Brennan. 2 big defensive races from Leon Simpson and Ella Mosgrove as their fighters, Caden Herring and Cody Brennan, turn up the dial. Caden Herring on the blue, red and white bike, number 95. In behind the 85 of Leon Simpson. All on equal Avali 110s in the top 4. Thomas Med on his MINIGP 110 bike as we watch the duel between Matthew Jennings, Seth Hayward, Dylan Cook and Rex Armand. All the way through this battle, all the way through this grid, you will see plenty of duels Here's Ella Mosgrove. I'm not sure she's quite got the speed out of Luna to cope with Cody Brennan, who asserts himself down the Conrod straight. And as they turn into Pentith Climb, oh, he's run wide. Ella Mosgrove will bounce back and up over the top of the Bray. And she's back through into third position. Excellent work from Ella Mosgrove. Simpson still leads Herring, and Mosgrove fights back. What a fantastic little racer Ella Mosgrove is proving to be. She chops across the bow of Cody Brennan to shut down any chance of third position again there. My word, I said at the start that this was going to be a character building race for Ella Mosgrove, and she is riding to the occasion. To the inside line is Cody Brennan going to dive to the inside. What a move from Cody Brennan in the S's. He manages to storm into the inside line and grabs a potential podium. Ella Mosgrove put up an amazing fight, but Cody Brennan was resolute. I am going into third place, and there's nothing you can do to stop me except have an accident. Excellent work from Cody Brennan, P3. So now it's Simpson, Herring, Brennan and Mosgrove. Whittaker's up to fifth ahead of Thomas Med. They're battling away as well. Spinks is seventh from Jennings, Hayward, Cook, Armand and CJ Maguire. But out in front, you can see Simpson and Herring still trading lap times. There were nothing between them last time. Leon Simpson did a 102.882. Caden Herring did a 102.847. There are thousandths of a second between them on lap times here. And this is fantastic stuff. And it's not going to be too long before they start lapping traffic. So the first rider they're going to lap is going to be Charlie Forrester. This battle for 8th place is still kicking on. Jennings, Hayward, Cook, Armand, and I think CJ Maguire is not that far away from it. So he could make up some moves later on. Through come the leaders. Charlie, stay predictable. Good lad, well done. No worries at all for the leaders to get through as Charlie Forrester sticks to the racing line, doesn't move around, doesn't cause them a headache. And now a good run from Caden Herring up Pentith Climb, down Coward Summit. Can he commit? No, it's too big a risk down into Pit Bend. So along the pit straight they go towards Paddock. And Caden Herring really is sizing up the attack here. Will he get his shot before the checkered flag falls? Because there really isn't much to choose between these two riders here. Leon Simpson still hanging 10 from Caden Herring. Cody Brennan P3 from Mosgrove, Whittaker, Med, Spinks, Jennings, Hayward and Dylan Cook. Very competitive top 10. Here is that battle for 8th again. This is the Jennings, Hayward, Cook and Armand special. 4 riders very close together. They managed to get a decent enough gap over CJ Maguire and JJ Manchester to be relatively calm. But this is a proper little tussle. Speaking of tussles, here comes Caden Herring again, battling for the lead with Leon Simpson. Only 2 laps to go now. This is not going to be an easy steal if Caden Herring is going to take this away from Leon Simpson. They go up Pentith Climb, dropping down Coward Summit, and this is where again Caden Herring can really turn up the dial and make a push there for Leon Simpson. But you've got to be so careful when you get down on the power. You can't carry too much speed through Pit Bend because of the change in elevation. Then through the right-hander at Paddock, short squirt, Lucy's Valley, left-hander. Caden Herring really starting to threaten Leon Simpson's superiority here. This is where things can get pretty racy. They fly through the S's. Left, right, lean back to the left onto the Rogerson straight. Back to this battle again, and Seth Hayward fancies his chances on Matthew Jennings. So this is definitely going to be tight. But at the moment, it is a stalemate between the 2 riders. Here comes Caden Herring. He'll never get a better shot coming off Luna. And as they power down the Conrod straight, into the last lap we go. Caden Herring knows he's running on empty. He's got to find an opportunity now because he won't get many more. Leon Simpson dropping down Coward Summit up towards Pit Bend. Can Caden Herring go for it? He's not close enough. So Leon Simpson lives to fight another day down the pit straight. Up towards Paddock Bend. Caden, you've got to try and find something. Leon Simpson's going to take the win off you. He goes quicker on acceleration out of Paddock Bend, but he can't tighten up for Lucy's Valley. Could he get this done on the approach to the S's? Not close enough, but he can set it up after the S's towards the Rogerson straight. Caden Herring will not give up. Left, right, lean in, left, along the Rogerson straight. Still this battle for 8th goes on between Jennings, Hayward, Cook and Armand. CJ Maguire catching up a little bit all the time, but the core battle is still going to be between Simpson and Herring to the line. Who's going to get there first? They come off the turn. Herring's quick, but I think Leon Simpson should just about have this to the line. It was tight, but Simpson gets there by 0.177.
Tight indeed across the two classes. The Avali 110 Cup shows Leon Simpson winning from Herring and Cody Brennan, with Ella Mosgrove, as Jake said, ever improving in the MiniGP 110 class. 7 in this one, headed by Thomas Med from Carter Spinks. In third, it was Matthew Jennings.